Welcome back to the Inside Track, everyone. Here with us this morning, a man who helped draft Mitt Romney's economic plan. He has hosted fundraising events for the former Massachusetts governor. Emil Henry is the head of Tiger Infrastructure, a private equity firm. He also served as Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Treasury under George W. Bush. So, Emil, nice to see you this morning.
Great.
Stephanie and I have a lot of hard questions for you because Mitt Romney went into this debate effectively the front runner. Herman Cain maybe hot on his heels. Rick Perry receding, it would seem. Your honest assessment. You're a fan of Mitt Romney. You went into this debate hoping for the best. How do you think he did?
I thought it was off the charts winner for Mitt. I mean, and I know I'm biased, but I think that's he's 4 for 4. I think that is. Perry falling in the polls I think he needed a knockout. I think it was the opposite. I thought it was weak, low energy, low on specifics. Herman Cain, interesting guy, but kind of one specific tax plan that he hammered away.
But the fact that Herman Cain is gaining traction, last night John Sununu, former Republican senator from New Hampshire, was saying it was a big positive for Romney as well as Cain. Is this a problem for Mitt Romney that Cain is doing so well?
No, it's great. I think the dialogue is what's important. And I know this. I know Governor Romney. You've seen what a great debater he is. He lights out. He cannot wait to debate President Obama. And everyone out there who saw those debates should know how good he's going to do against Obama.
He is a great debater, and he wasn't really throwing punches at anyone else last night. Do you think that could mean there's a possible vice presidential candidate at that table next to him? Sure,
but I'm clueless on that. I really am. I think that what Mitt Romney represents is an incredible career as a turnaround specialist, right? He turned around Bain Capital, the Olympics, and the governorship. By the way, very quickly, in his record as governor, when he started as governor, big deficits, big recession. When he ended, a $2 billion rainy day fund. He cut taxes 19 times. Obama's raised taxes 19 times. Interesting symmetry. And when he ended, his unemployment rate was 4 and change. Compare that to Texas today at 8 and change.
But yesterday there was a Bloomberg News story saying that he would potentially want to raise $500 billion in military spending. Is that really the case? I mean, that doesn't sound like
I don't think
small
that's
government.
quite accurate. What he has said is, one, he is pro-military, pro-strength. It's a key not only to strengthen the world, strength through peace, but having a strong economy. His focus is on what he does best, is reorganizing the military, making it most efficient, eliminating programs that we don't need, emphasizing programs that we do need, such as Navy building, et cetera, that he mentioned in his foreign policy address.
Emil, here's a question for you. How can you really call it a knockout performance when, under questioning by my colleague Juliana Goldman, Mitt Romney refused to acknowledge what pretty much the entire world has come to accept, the dim economic future that America faces? It is the reason everybody's talking about the need to create jobs. But how can anybody live under the illusion that we're going to be able to turn the economy around in the space of a few short months or a couple of years to the point where we're back to sort of long-term trend growth?
I don't think he evaded it, I've never heard him say he'd turn it around in a very short period of time. But what he does have...
He didn't want to acknowledge, though, the depths of the economic despair that the world is confronting right now. And it's not just America. The same thing applies to Europe. Europe was part of the question. He called it a hypothetical. Most people would say it's reality. It's just a reality we haven't got to yet.
Well, he was referring to the specifics that she was articulating. No, I think one of the reasons why it's going the governor's way right now is he has credibility on these issues, right? He is the one that sees with clarity the severity and gravity of our financial situation. Just think for a second. We have $14 trillion of debt. Barack Obama is on track to create more debt than every president that has preceded him in the history of our country. The deficits under Barack Obama have averaged $1.3 trillion a year. That compares to the decade that preceded it of about 1/6 that. And Governor Romney is all over that, especially in his economic plan.
Romney, as referred to, especially in the last week, as Wall Street's candidate. Why does he want to be Wall Street's candidate? Isn't Wall Street the least popular girl at the dance right now?
He wants to be everyone's candidate, of course, but I am certain that in part Wall Street has been gravitating towards him and away from President Obama because he has this kind of credibility on these most important issues.
And they've got campaign dollars.
And by the way, yesterday he received the endorsement of Governor Chris Christie. How huge is that? That's a recognition, by the way, if anybody in the country sees the severity of our financial problem, Governor Romney does.
All right, Emil, so good of you to join us this morning. An impassioned defense of Mitt Romney's performance. I'm sure you're happy with how he did and the way he answered the questions. Emil Henry, CEO of Tiger Infrastructure, former Assistant Treasury Secretary.